Dear participants, in continuation of the previous coverage, we are starting with this session with some more contents, and please confirm, is it visible and audible to all of you?
Yes, it's visible, sir. It's audible also.
Okay, sir. So now in this session, we will cover how to customize Moodle LMS. Actually, currently, up to now, we were working on Genomio, that is a cloud. Okay, it was up to now, we have seen the cloud-based implementation of Moodle LMS. There are hundreds of cloud platforms available, like Genomio, moodlecloud.com. If you are having your own website, if you have hosted some website, with every website, a cPanel is given, control panel. We call control panel of that website. With cPanel, Moodle LMS is already attached, so you can directly link it. But that is also cloud-based deployment of Moodle LMS. In case of free clouds like Genomio or moodlecloud.com, we are having certain restrictions that this much data we can upload, this much users we can upload for this particular set of users, this particular deployment is valid. Okay, on free cloud specifically. If we want to work on large scale deployment, customized deployment of Moodle, we work on our own server. We create our own server. Okay, so I'm opening Notepad. Deployment and configuration of Moodle on server of dedicated Moodle in our own server. Suppose in your institute, in your organization, you want to host Moodle LMS on intranet rather than internet. Okay, for some applications we need internet-based deployment, cloud-based deployment, which can be accessed from anywhere in this world. Sometimes we need intranet-based deployment. In intranet-based deployment, that particular server will be active within infrastructure only, within institute only. It will be accessible within campus only. You might have seen many times for secured deployments, we use intranet-based applications. If it is cloud-based, in that case, it can be accessed from anywhere in this world. So obviously, if application is available on internet, on cloud, it can be hacked also. There may be some suspected or suspicious users also. So we have to take care of security, integrity, privacy. To cope up with this issue, we can create our own server. For that, what we do and how to configure it, how to customize it. For that, we use Bitnami-based deployment-based Moodle package. In previous session, if you remember, we have covered it. That I have shown you one link. I will again share that link in today's presentation, in today's study material. That link is available, Bitnami-based Moodle package. So what I will do, on one server, on one laptop, on one computer, I will install Bitnami Moodle. Okay, and that particular Moodle will be accessible to all faculty members and all students via IP address of that system. Suppose IP addresses of that system is 1.1.1.1, whatever it is, 121. Suppose this is the IP address 256.1.1.1/Moodle, okay, or whatever IP address it is. Suppose this is the IP address of server. Then it will be accessed in intranet by this. So one computer, one server we prepare in which Moodle is installed, and all other machines in that network will access Moodle via IP address. If we are using real IP address, actual IP address, in that case it will become cloud-based application. It will become internet-based deployment. If that IP address is real IP address. If that IP address is local IP address within institute, it will be accessible within intranet. If that IP address is internet based, if it is taken from some ISP, internet service provider, like BSNL or some other provider you have taken, in that case, your Moodle server will be deployed on internet and it will be fully configurable, fully customizable, because that Moodle is deployed on your system. It is not on Genomio, it is not on Moodle Cloud. Your laptop, your system, your server is within your control. So there is no limit on memory, users, resources. Okay, any number of users, lakhs of users can be deployed. If your machine is having 1 terabyte memory, then 1 terabyte data can be stored. Okay, but on cloud, if I want to store 1 terabyte data, I will have to pay. I will have to pay for that particular data to IBM, to Google, to Amazon, or to that particular cloud service provider. Okay, so if machine is mine, yes. Okay, so as far as if my system is concerned, if our own dedicated system is concerned, in that case, there is no limit on memory, users, resources. If we are taking third-party cloud, in that case, we have to pay as per use. Okay, so we have to configure it. So I'm showing you that process. So in my system, in this laptop, I have already installed Bitnami Moodle. Is it visible to all of you? This is the XAMPP. This is the XAMPP server. Is this visible to all participants? That by which way we can use custom version of Moodle LMS?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we do? This is XAMPP control panel. We start this. So I have already started this. So if I stop this, in that case, my server will be down. Actually, what happens if I am using my own server, as this laptop is the server, is Moodle server. In that case, I can't shut down this laptop. If I shut down my laptop, then my Moodle server will be shut down. It will be off. Okay, that's why in some instances we go for cloud-based deployments, because cloud data centers or cloud-based machines are never shut down. They are never put on state of shutdown. But if I am making my own server, in that case, I will have to power on that system. I will have to keep on that system 24/7. If I shut down my machine for 10 minutes, in that case, for 10 minutes, it will show server not found or invalid URL to all the users. So there are some implications, there are some limitations with each and everything. If I am using cloud, it is available 24/7. There is no issue of privacy. There is no issue of any hacking, because all hacking attempts are taken care by Amazon, by IBM Bluemix, or by Google. But if my Moodle server is within my system, in that case, I will have to take care of security issues. There may be some malicious attacks. There may be some hacking attempts. Okay, so And after that, my Moodle will run on this particular panel, localhost. Localhost means actually currently I'm not using any real IP address. I'm using localhost, that is 127.0.0.1. So I have deployed Moodle on localhost. You can see this. If I'm using some real IP address, I can put that particular IP address, okay, 10.10.1.1 or whatever it is, okay. So whatever IP address I want to put, and /Moodle. Is it visible to all participants? Is this visible to all? That this is my local Moodle server. Now you will see some additional functionalities, some more functionalities of Moodle, which I have deployed in this server. So add an activity or resource, and you can see that I have installed attendance register. This attendance register is available. Okay, why? Because on free application, on free account of Genomio and Moodle Cloud, they were not allowing me to install additional plugins. I will have to pay for that. But in my server, in my own dedicated server, I am having full control. I can do whatever I want to do. It is fully customizable without any payment. Okay. So I can integrate attendance register, and this attendance register I have used here. So attendance. Okay. Now you can see that this. Okay. So whatever session I want to create, I can use it. Okay. And if I want to use this is another set of attendance register. Suppose add session. Now I want to add session for one attendance. On which particular date and time lecture will be there? Suppose at 12 February, and at which particular time there will be a lecture. So I can set some date and time of session and add. Okay, now you can see this, whether it is regular class session or not. Now on click of edit settings, I can change its settings. Okay, I can change the timing of lecture, and on click of this take attendance. So this date and time I have set on 12 February, that is today, 12 AM, whatever time it is, and how many students are eligible for this class. Suppose section wise we have created the categories. So on click of this, now present, leave or absent. Suppose this particular student is enrolled. I want to mark it present. Save attendance. Okay, save attendance. Now attendance is marked. If I want to put another session, or if I want to edit settings of this particular thing, it can be done. Is it visible to all of you? Now you can see that I want to modify the status also, like present, late, absent. Suppose I want to mark for medical leave. For medical leave, okay, this is M, medical. Okay, for medical leave, I want to give 1 point. Okay, and available for students, this add. Now 4 segments I have taken, and suppose XE for excused. So I can customize this attendance register. For excused, 0, add. Okay, now you will see that I will add a new session for my class. So today, so new session I want to put, okay, suppose it is a tutorial 1 on 12th February, whatever date and time I want to put and add. So I'm taking one session, I'm marking one session so that I can take attendance. Okay, so attendance of these 3 classes I have taken. Now I want to take attendance of this tutorial, or we call it as tut. Okay, tutorial, mark attendance. Now you can see that it is showing the updated options: present, leave, medical, absent, and excused. And one student we have enrolled. So you can see that present, late, medical, absent, excused. Is this visible to all of you? That updated status is available with the teacher. Okay, for each and every class, for each and every section, for each and every subject, if we want to modify the attendance criteria. Is this clear to all participants that we have modified these attendance types: present, leave, medical, absent, and excused? Okay, if we want to work on only present and absent, it can be done. Okay, suppose I want to mark it E, excused, save attendance. Okay, now this, any I can check. Okay, and sessions, multiple sessions we can check, and report. I want to check the report of all the students, summary report. So this is the student on 4th September, it was present, on 11th September present, and this excused, and percentage is 75% attendance. Is this visible to all participants? You can see this. On which particular date and time, what was the status of this particular student, and I can send this message. I can send a message to this student also about attendance, that your attendance is below 75% or above 75% or whatever it is. Okay, send a message. Is this clear to all participants? How to maintain attendance register in this, and how much it is looking difficult or easy to work with? Please confirm in chat. As in this also we are having only one student, so if we are having multiple students, then we can mark their attendance. Okay, so you can see this. So if I want to update status again, so status set, so I want to modify the status. I don't need this excused. Okay, we can modify it. Or if I want to add something, okay, medical I want to remove, no medical leave. Okay, continue and update. 2, so 1, 2, 2 for present, 1 for late, 0 for absent. Okay, so these are on, and this, and add session. Now I want to add a new session of class. New session means new lecture, new timing. On 12th Feb, what is the date and time? And suppose this is the class of CSC first semester. Add. Okay. Now I want to, so this is the class of CSC first semester at this date and time. Now mark attendance or take attendance. On click of take attendance, now you can see that medical leave is removed from here. For this student, I want to mark present. Save attendance. Now I want to see complete report. On click of report, it is showing that 80% attendance. If I want to send this particular student some message, so simply select and send a message that you are having 80% attendance or less than 75% attendance. How many presents? 4 present, 0 leave, 0 absent, and 1 excused. Is this clear to all participants up to now? Is it clear to all how to maintain the attendance register? Okay, now we will see by which way we can add these modules. Okay, I have added attendance register, but main thing is how I have added it, by which way it is available here. I want to add something more. Suppose I want to add some more modules. by which way we can do it. Okay. Now we will see how to customize Moodle, how to add additional modules. Okay. Once you are aware with that, then you can do everything with Moodle. You can do whatever you want to do. Site administration. I am opening site administration in new tab. Site administration, and you can see plugins. In site administration, plugins, install plugins. Now I'm telling you how to add different modules. As I have added attendance register, I want to add something new. I want to add some other segment, whatever you want to integrate, it can be done. Install plugins. Now it is asking to upload the zip file of plugin that I want to use. Is this visible to all of you? In site administration, plugins, install plugins. Now I will search for the plugins. So in Moodle plugins, so this is the Moodle plugin directory, moodle.org/plugins. Suppose I want to add certificate or anything, okay, whatever I want to do, certificate or anything. This is certificate, okay. On click of this, custom certificate, download. So I will have to check whether it is compatible or not. See, now you can see that this file is downloaded in zip format. This mod_custom certificate. This file is downloaded in zip format. I will upload this zip file as it is. Choose a file, upload file, and upload this file. So whatever module I want to integrate, whether it is attendance register or it is conferencing, okay. So you can see that it is giving compatibility issues. So we have to check whether it is compatible or not. Install plugins from the Moodle directory, from plugins directory, okay. Browse plugins. So any plugin, if I want to integrate, it can be done. So cap quiz, download. So we have to check whether it is compatible or not with our Moodle server or not, with our Moodle server.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I have just registered for Moodle, but there I could not find install plugins. I just can see plugins overview over there.
Okay, ma'am, you are working on Genomio.com?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am, actually in Genomio.com free account, they will not allow to install additional plugins. To work with additional plugins, we have to work on our dedicated installation. As you can see here, I am working on my own server, local host. Okay. This is my own machine. So if we want to install additional plugins in Genomio.com or Moodle Cloud, in that case, there is some subscription cost associated. Okay. But if we are using our own machine, as I am using my own system, this system is Moodle server. Okay. In that case, I can do whatever I want to integrate. Okay. There is no restriction. In that case, there is no need to pay anything. As attendance, I have integrated, and some other modules also we have attached.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
So you can see that this. So whatever plugin we want to integrate, we have to, first of all, we have to download it, and then we upload it directly on server. Suppose course management, and minor modification in backend script is also done if compatibility issue is there. Okay, so suppose I have downloaded this file. This is mod. Okay, so this is the file. It is written in PHP. Okay, whenever the task comes on the customization, in that case we have to modify these scripts. So these are the PHP codes. Okay, suppose I want to put my own configuration, I want to put my own server details, so that we have to put in these scripts. So how many plugins are there? You can see around 2000 plugins are available, which we can directly integrate. But for this deployment, we have to we should be having our own server. If we want to work on Gnomio.com, in that case, for installation of additional plugins, you can see that there is certain cost associated. Okay, but it is also not a good practice. It is advisable to install Moodle in your own system like this. Okay, so create your own server, and in that particular server you can install or you can configure Moodle at backend using PHP and MySQL scripting. Okay, if I want to shut down this, then stop. Now my server will be shut down. Okay, so how much it is looking difficult or easy to work with Moodle LMS? Please confirm in chat. As there is one query that can be how to configure email settings. Okay, actually whenever we create a new course on Moodle LMS, in that case at the time of creating the course, there is option of email notification that we can directly use. So automatically, so currently what we are doing, we are using some haphazard mail IDs like this. Okay, but if we are using actual mail IDs, in that case notification will be sent to all the students. Okay, I will share all these manuals to all of you so that you can explore it. Okay, now we will discuss about some tools, some cloud platforms for online evaluations. Cloud platforms for online evaluations. Actually, whenever we work on LMS or whenever we want to automate teaching learning process, then every time we do not work on a full-fledged learning management systems, full-fledged e-learning suites. Many times we need to work with fast track data collection, data or reviews collection during seminars, during presentations. Suppose you are delivering some session in a seminar, in some conference, in some particular online lecture, and you need to track data. You need to fast track. You need to work on fast track data collection, real-time data collection, without asking anybody's credentials or personal informations. Okay, so as in this particular session we are discussing some points about teaching learning processes. Suppose I want to ask some information, if I want to ask some reviews from all of you, in that case if I create one class in Google Classroom, if I create one course in Google Classroom or in Moodle, and obviously it will take some time. I will have to ask your email IDs, I will have to ask your names. Okay, I will have to get your data set in Excel sheet. So obviously it will take some time, at least 10 to 15 minutes will be spent in that. I'm repeating that point. Suppose I want to get your reviews about some particular perspective, about some particular dimension. So only for this job, only for this work, I will not create a course on Moodle. I will not create a course on Google Classroom because it will take time. I will create one course on Moodle or Google Classroom. Then I will ask you to join this course, to enroll in this particular course. Okay. And I will take all of your mail IDs. Okay. So as far as gradebook setup demo is concerned, I will send its complete documentation separately, as there is one query. Okay. Actually, for that particular implementation, we have to customize Moodle at the backend also to some extent. So I will send Moodle manual so that you can explore it. Now I'm covering some fast track applications, some cloud applications for fast track data collection. Because of time constraint, we have to cover multiple topics, multiple dimensions of teaching learning. As far as your specific queries are concerned, specific implementations are concerned, I will share the manuals, and you can communicate later also. After the session also, you can communicate with specific implementations. Okay. Now, is this point clear what we are going to discuss now? If I want to collect some data from all of you in this session, then definitely it will take time to configure Moodle, to create a course on Moodle, to create a course on Google Classroom, and then all of you will join. Rather than taking a full-fledged e-learning system, we can use high-performance cloud platforms for online evaluations and data collections. Even for research purpose also, such platforms can be used. So one of the platform that I will use now, that is polleverywhere.com. polleverywhere.com. Is this visible to all of you? Is visible to all participants? polleverywhere.com for interactive remote meetings, for brainstorming sessions, for real-time case studies, for dynamic data collection. We can use this platform, and except Poll Everywhere, there are so many other platforms available which we can use for dynamic data collection. Why I am covering this point? Because for a particular classroom teaching, we can use Moodle or Google Classroom. But if we want to collect data in real-time mode instantly, without asking anybody's details, without asking anybody's mail ID, in that case, such platforms are very, very effective. If I create one quiz here, if I create one poll or one evaluation form here, without asking your mail ID, without asking your mobile number, I can collect data from all of you. And it will be quick, it will be very, very fast. So now we will see how to work with this cloud application, Poll Everywhere. So click on login, and you will see that even without creating account on this platform, we can work with it, sign in with Google or sign in with Apple account. So it's up to your wish whether we want to create account or not. Otherwise, if we create account, you will have to remember its username and password. Okay. So rather than remembering username and password of so many applications, we can sign in with Google. Okay, sign in with Google, and I will show you a very quick demonstration of real-time data collection from all of you without asking your personal details, whether it is in anonymous mode or with name. You can see that there are so many activities available. Its mobile apps are also available, and not only Poll Everywhere, there are so many cloud applications available. So you can see its mobile app is also available for Android, iOS, Windows, and we can create multiple activities. So new activity, and you can see that multiple choice question, word cloud, questions and answers, clickable image, survey. And in this particular implementation, there is no need to create a course. There is no need to create user. There is no need to ask anybody to join this course. With a dynamic link, with a real-time link, instantly you will be able to collect the data. Open-ended questions, competition, even competitions can also be hosted, and you can see so many other things available. 2x2 metrics, short answer type questions, brainstorming. Suppose you are delivering one session in a conference, in some seminar, in some symposium, and you want to interact with your participants. So definitely we will not use Moodle at that particular time, because it will take time to create one course and then site administration. Then we will go to users, upload users. Then we will ask everybody's mail ID, everybody's name. And then we will tell everybody that, okay, log in with your username and password. It will take some time. It will be time consuming. So rather than taking a full-fledged LMS at that particular time, we can use such platforms. Now, we'll create one quiz here. I'm creating one activity here, so open-ended. Okay, your area of specialization. Your area of specialization. So I'm asking one question from all of you. Create. You can see that I'm creating one quiz, and I will not ask anybody's mail ID. I will not create any course. I will not ask your contact numbers, and directly you will be able to respond to this particular quiz, to this particular activity, and even by SMS also. Even if some participants are not having good bandwidth, then by SMS also they can respond. Okay, activate, and now how people will be able to respond, and copy link address. Now, dear participants, I have shared you one link in chat. Click on this link, log in with Google account or Apple account, and write your area of specialization. And whatever you will write, it will be visible here in front of you. I can see it. So it is a very general question, just to collect data, just to show you a demonstration of quick data collection, quick interaction during the session, during any particular conference or seminar or a particular online session. One link I have shared you in chat, and click on that link and write your area of specialization. And whatever you will write, I will be able to see it here, and you can respond. So one person responded with semantic web, power system.
Sir, we have to sign in first.
Yes, ma'am. Sign in with Google account.
Oh, okay, sir.
You can see that I have not asked your email ID. I have not asked your personal details. Is it visible to all of you? It is visible to all participants that whatever you are writing in your system or in your mobile, it is visible here. all of you kindly respond so that I can show you a demonstration. So computer vision, mechanical. Okay. So only for this type of data collection, only for quick data analysis, for quick interaction during the session, there is no need to create Moodle course. There is no need to create any particular Google Classroom course. So we can use such cloud platforms. Okay, so many participants are responding here. Now I want to see which participants responded. How many participants responded? So at bottom right, second option, response history. Is it visible to all? At bottom right, second option, response history. I will click here. I'm clicking on response history. And on click of response history, I want to see the name of participants who responded with their answer. Now, please confirm, is it correct or not? Textile engineering, Agya Preet, mathematics, Nirbala M, Subhashri.
Yes, sir.
Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hilary V, digital image processing, Ganesh S, mechanical, Raman Deep K, mathematics, Ashwini Goda, structural engineering, Pragati K, power system. So I have not asked any details from you. Still, I'm able to check the data. I'm able to collect your data. So you can see that, and I can download this spreadsheet also. I can download the entire data set. Suppose I want to keep this data for my record. This Excel sheet will be downloaded and I can keep it in my records. So you can see that this data is collected. Okay, so which person responded? So during conferences, during seminars, during online sessions, as now we are doing, if you want to interact with your participants, if you want to ask something from your participants, if you want to perform brainstorming session, okay, so that all of the participants are awake during the session. Otherwise, you might have seen in online sessions, it is one of the very big tasks to keep all the participants awake and alive, okay, in teaching and learning. So by this way, you can the participation and involvement of participants and students can be done. That, and by this way you can check also which student responded, which did not respond. Okay, and you can see this different response settings you can perform. How many times one person can respond, okay, 2 times or 1 times, audience restriction, and we can lock also. If I lock this screen, in that, if I lock this particular quiz, in that case further responses will not be available. And you can see that text messaging is also available. If some participant says that some internet issue is there, network bandwidth is not good, then send SMS on this number. First of all, this text, and after that SMS to be sent on same number with the keyword. So by SMS gateway also we can collect the data. Now some more responses we have received: finance, Mary Jones, Ajay M, Ayaz M, thermal science. And so you can see that we can show full report. If I want to share these responses to my authorities, so I can send, you can see that I can write multiple mail IDs here, okay, whatever it is. So we can share, we can broadcast these messages. Okay, so how much it is looking difficult, or is it looking beneficial to all of you using such platform? without using a full-fledged LMS, rather than using a complete e-learning suite, we can use these cloud-based applications. So I can deactivate this quiz or I can delete it. Okay. Now we will see another demo, whether survey or clickable image or word cloud. For example, I want to conduct a survey. So it is very effective for classroom teaching also. Okay, not only for classroom teaching, but during the online sessions, during conferences, during some lecture, during some guest lecture. Such tools are very
Excuse
effective.
me, sir. I have one query.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Sir, likewise, we responded in earlier. It was through internet. Our server was working fine. But you told about the SMS version also. That would be
Yes.
active only if you enable that from your side. Only
Yes.
then we would be able to send the SMS.
No, ma'am. We can enable it. So the teacher can enable or disable that SMS option. But by
The
default,
person who is organizing the quiz,
by,
right?
by, by default, it is enabled.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So now suppose I am taking another survey. I want to ask some query. Okay, your domain of education and research. Okay, for example, so I'm asking those questions in which most of the participants will be able to do something. Otherwise, in very specific questions, many participants might not be able to reply. Okay, so I'm giving management, engineering and technology. I'm giving those options in which most of you will be fit to reply. Okay, pure and applied sciences and arts and humanities. Okay, for example, I am giving these options. Okay, and I think most of you will be fit in at least in one of the category. Create. It is of type multiple choice question, and I will broadcast this link in same way. And so activate. I'm activating this quiz and copy response link. And one link, it is free. It is freely available. One link I have shared to all of you. Respond with your answers. Now responses per question. How many times one person can respond? 2 times or 3 times or 1 time? Okay. So I have enabled 3 so that we can get some answers. We can get more answers. Is it visible to all of you? Is this graph, dynamic graph, visible to all participants? So as soon as some data is submitted from all of you, this graph is getting updated, similar to audience poll in Kaun Banega Crorepati. Okay, you might have seen the audience poll in different reality shows, in different quiz on. So whether it is technical question or it is general question, suppose you want to ask feedback of session from your participants during conference. Suppose you are presenting some paper, you are giving some session, and in that particular session you want to interact with your participants. So using such tools, using such cloud-based platforms, so as far as the current data is concerned, 60% participants from engineering and technology and 40% from pure and applied sciences. Okay.
Hello, sir. I have one question, sir.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Sir, if I want to use this, first I have to register or create login for this, then only I can use this?
Ma'am, simply log in with your Google account. When a link will be available with you, or when you will open this website, it will ask you to log in with Google. So
Okay, then
in,
I
in,
can.
gen-
Yes, sir.
in general, we are already logged in with our Google account on mobile on our laptop, so we can use that account.
Okay, to create polling also, I can use the same account with
Yes,
Google. I
yes,
can log in.
yes, ma'am. To create polling, there is no need to log in again. So as you have seen that I am not logging in again and again. I am creating different activities only.
Yes, sir. But whenever I have login, I can respond. I have responded previous question and this question also. But if I want to create new one, how I can do that, sir?
In that case, activities, you will click on activities. On homepage
Uh,
of Poll Everywhere, simply click on activities and a new activity. I will show you again. Okay.
okay,
So
sir.
I'm showing it again. So I'm deactivating this quiz and I will create again so that you can see its demo, how to use this platform. So now I'm deleting this platform, deleting this so that we
Okay.
can work fresh. Is this visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
All everywhere and new activity here, either here on new activity or on this link you will create.
Okay.
On click of this link you will you will be with multiple options like survey, open-ended, or some competition you want to create, you want to host. Suppose I'm taking one survey or some clickable image, some emotion mining. Suppose I want to take data from all of you about your emotions, about your feelings about something. So I will click on this. Okay, your opinion on effectiveness of work from home. Now I want to take your opinion on effectiveness of work from home. Create. Okay. So in same way, its link will be, dynamic link will be generated and I will broadcast that link to all of you and copy link address. Now respond in this particular query. Now respond in this particular query. One link I have shared to all of you. So as soon as you will send something, so one is neutral. So on yellow, one dot is there. So one dot is on this smiley. Is it visible to all of you? Different dots.
Yes, sir.
So, so sentiment mining or emotions mining. Okay. So you can see that. So nobody is unhappy till now. So one is neutral and this other participants also. And if I want to see which are these participants who are sending their reply, you can check. Okay. First of all, we will get all the responses and then we will check response history. So on click of response history in bottom right, second option, I will check. Okay, so you can see that Dinesh Kumar G, happy, Nirmala M, neutral, Dr. Sampada D, happy. Okay, very happy, Rushikesh Y. Is it correct? Whatever you have sent? Is this, are these same emotions that you have sent? So one is unhappy, Ganesh S. Okay. Is it visible to all of you? And how much it is looking effective or usable for all of you? How much it is looking effective and beneficial or usable to all of you?
Sir, it is free now, sir.
Yes, 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 it is free. For 700 participants, it is free. 700 is a very big amount, is very large figure.
Okay, sir. So while presentation also we can share the
Sir,
link.
Yes, yes, yes. While presentation also you can do it. I am also doing it now, as you can see that
Yes, yes.
I am also using free account. So
Yes,
it
it
is
is
showing
very
me
good thing, sir.
upgrade. So I am also using its free account.
Yes,
So
yes.
we are not showing you any portal that is paid. It is freely
Yeah.
available. So there are so many options available. There are so many portals
Sir,
available.
when I am, excuse me, sir.
Yes,
When
ma'am,
I am
please.
opening this tab poll everywhere in my PC, I'm not
Yes.
getting the activities as a option over there. I'm getting solutions, pricing, apps, and even
Ma'am,
there is an option of logout.
have you logged in with your Google account?
Yes, yes, I have logged in because I was sending you the responses. There is option that is coming out. Log out is there. That means I have logged in.
Okay. Ma'am, can you show me your screen? Can you present your screen?
Yes, sir. Okay,
Please,
sir.
no. So I am
Yes, sir.
disabling my presentation, and please show me your display. So as far as the time of expressing is concerned, time of giving the option is concerned, we can modify it. Time zone, we can modify the time zone. Okay. So there is one query
Sir, can you see my screen now?
no, ma'am. Please present your screen. Present now.
I have shared.
No, it's not visible to me.
Now it's visible.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
sir,
It is.
I'll share again.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please do it now.
Okay, sir.
Now again, it disappeared. Again, it is not present.
Sir, I have. Sir, I am sharing now. Sir, I have shared.
Okay, just a minute. It is not visible, ma'am, here.
Sir,
Yes,
I think it will take.
Yes. It is. Yes, ma'am. Please show now. Now, first of all, log out. Okay. Leave it. Simply click poll everywhere. No need of log out. Simply click poll everywhere. Top right. Top left
Sir,
corner.
it has been logged down.
Okay. Again, login. Okay. Now login with Google. Sign in with Google.
Yes, sir.
And just a minute.
Actually, sir.
Yes. And now login. Okay. And yes, it is loading now. Okay. Now select the option. Anything you can select from here. Higher education you can select. Okay, it is just a basic survey.
Okay, sir.
Or you can click on its icon. Poll everywhere. Click on its icon. Okay, and get started. Get started.
Get started. Okay. Okay,
Now
sir. Got it. Thank you,
now
sir.
done? Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. So now I will present my screen.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So now I am presenting. I have shared my screen. Is it visible to all of you? Is my screen visible to all? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So some other things also we can perform here, like this ranking, upvoting. So if we want to work on some ranking, if I want to receive some rating, 1 star to 5-star rating, as we see in different e-commerce portals, in Google Play Store also we use it. Or if you want to work on some emotion scale that we have just done, okay, or word cloud. Okay, in word cloud means, suppose I want to get your responses, and I want to highlight that particular response which is in highest occurrence, which is in maximum occurrence. Okay. So in word cloud, write your state name. State name you will have to write in small letters. Okay, so I'm writing small letters in small. Okay, state name in small letters, and if there is space in your state, then write it in combined way, like Uttar Pradesh. Do not write Uttar space Pradesh. Write in joint way. Okay, and then you will see that dynamically we will be able to collect data. And after this, I will show you another demonstration, another cloud for data collection. And it is loading, and how people can respond in same way. Copy link address, and okay, now one link I have shared. Please respond to that link. Write your state name, and you will see the word cloud, dynamic word cloud. So you can see that I am also using its free account. I am also interacting with you. I am also collecting data from all of you, and how much it is easy. So one person responded Maharashtra. So you can see that, you will see that as soon as you will get some data, it means up to now many participants are from Maharashtra, because it is in larger font. Okay, so whatever data, whatever text will be in higher font, in larger font, it will be having maximum occurrence. Is this visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So you can see that Tamil Nadu, it is in large font. Maharashtra is in large font. I want to confirm it in response history. On click of response history. So these are the people, these are the participants who responded with their response. You can see Revati L from Tamil Nadu. This. So it is confirmed from here that Maharashtra, and this. So by this way, you can interact with your participants, you can interact with your student, rather than asking, okay, raise your hands, because in online session, we can't ask them to raise their hands. Okay, in online sessions, during the seminar, during the conference, it is not practical to ask them, okay, how many of you are in favor of this? Simply raise your hands. So this is the technical way. This is the way by which we can collect the data in very effective manner, and it will be in permanent record also. And there is another portal, there is another platform that we will discuss now for similar implementation. That is Mentimeter.com, similar to Poll Everywhere. So it's up to you on which platform you are comfortable, you want to work with. There is another platform, that is Mentimeter.com. It is also a free platform for interactive presentations, for interactive sessions in classrooms or during conferences, during seminars, or during visiting sessions. So earlier quiz I am deleting. Okay, now in same way we can work. Simply sign in with Google or sign in with Facebook. I'm showing you that from homepage of Mentimeter. So first of all, I am logging out. And in yesterday's session you have seen, okay, that's fine. Okay, so all of you have covered Mentimeter in yesterday's session. All of you have worked with Mentimeter, or few of you. Was it already
Yes, sir.
covered in previous session?
Yes, sir. Covered.
Okay, fine. So now we will see another platform. Okay, there are so many platforms available for teaching and learning, for real-time interaction. And that is Edmodo. Edmodo. How many of you have worked on edmodo.com, on Edmodo suite? How many of you are aware with Edmodo for teaching and learning? Please confirm in chat. Okay. So up to now, as we have seen that, so Edmodo is another learning management system that we can use for teaching and learning, that we can use for dynamic quiz. And in addition to this, there is software that is Hot Potatoes for quiz and evaluations. How many of you have worked on Hot Potatoes software? Please confirm in chat. Hot Potatoes and Kahoot. Okay, this is also. So one participant is saying that Hot Potatoes is covered in yesterday. Is it correct or not? Okay. Okay. So Hot Potato is used for online sessions and for online quiz, for evaluations, and there is Edmodo. Okay, now we will see how to work on Edmodo. It is also very high performance cloud-based application for teaching and learning, for real-time interactions with our students. And is this visible to all of you at Edmodo.com? This is free platform for teaching and learning, and similar to Google Classroom and Moodle LMS, we can use it. And as far as functionalities are concerned in Edmodo, it is providing additional role for parents also. In general, in most of the learning management systems, we are having teacher account and student account. In Google Classroom, there is no parents account. There is no account for guardians. In case of Moodle also, parents account is not available by default. Using Edmodo platform, we can integrate parents account so that they can check the activities of students, they can check activities of that particular class, and you can see that even hashtags are also available. Hashtags. So it is providing the integration of social media with learning management system. So suppose we are working on some particular segment, some particular research area, so we can create some hashtags, hash machine learning, hash CNN, hash semantic web, hash that particular domain. So in whatever domain we are working, so that those hashtags we can create, similar to YouTube, similar to Twitter. Okay, so create a class. Okay, we can create a class. You can see that name of your class, for example, FDP 2021. Okay. FDP blended learning, and you can see that multiple, it is usable for multiple segments, for multiple categories, starting from pre-kindergarten to higher education. Even for schools also we can use this platform. Okay, so higher education, what is the subject? So different subjects. Okay, so for example, professional development, anything. So what is the color if you want to use it? Okay, now this, add students, create accounts for your students or invite them to join your class. Okay, so you can see that we can write, we can specify names of all the students, name and email ID, or we can copy and paste from Excel sheet. You can see this, we can copy and paste from Excel sheet. Okay, and whatever email ID we will put here, first name, last name, and email ID. So there is no need to set mail notification separately. It is by default available. Automatically students will get mail notification. So suppose I'm specifying this, okay, at gmail.com. So create student account. I can copy and paste from Excel sheet. Any number of students can be joined in this particular class. Okay, and create students account. Put it. Now you can see that, and add students. Any other student can also be joined. Okay, any. Create student accounts and download and continue. So I can download the enrollment sheet of each student. So you can see that this is the enrollment sheet. So I will share this enrollment sheet to the student so that they can check their username and password. Okay, with each and every account, enrollment sheet will be generated. We can give them, and they will get mail also, mail notification also they will receive on their mail account that this is your username and password. Is this visible to all of you? Whatever account we are creating, corresponding to that, a particular enrollment sheet will be generated that we can share. Okay. And connect parent, you can see that connect parent. Parent's account can also be connected. Parent 1, parent 2. Okay, so if you want to skip it, we can skip it if you don't want to connect the parents. And you can see this, anytime we can connect their parents code, or we can give them parents code. Okay, and if I want to share some study material, you can see that it is providing interface with merger of different learning management systems and social media. So it is giving features similar to Google Classroom. Via this code, students can join this class, or via handout, via a particular enrollment sheet, it can be done. So if I lock this code, in that case, it will not, students will not be able to use this particular code. Okay, unlock code. Okay, if unlocking is done, in that case, students can enroll. If course is locked, then further students will not be able to join it. Okay, or invite by email. So multiple options. So unlock code. Now this. If I want to share some study material, if I want to share some notification, so notification 1 here. If I want to create a poll, polling is also here. Okay. So feedback about session, feedback about, okay, feedback of session.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, simply if I give the code of my class, then is it okay that every student can join like Google Classroom?
Yes. Yes,
No
ma'am.
need for email address and all that, na sir?
Yes, ma'am. That is also fine. Using
Okay.
code also.
Like Google Classroom student can join, na?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So along with this notification, we have sent this poll also. Okay. So if I want to send some study material, you can see this assignment is available, quiz is available. So different activities we can integrate here in Edmodo. Okay, and it is fully free. And you can see that if I log out here and I can log in. You can see login with Google, login with Microsoft or with Apple. So there is no need to create explicit account on this platform. Okay. So you can explore this platform. So many features available similar to Google Classroom and Moodle. You can use it. So any query or anything if you want to discuss, you can unmute yourself or you can write in chat. Any point if you want to discuss anything, if you if you have any query or if you have any suggestion, you are free to discuss, you are free to share your views.
Sir, can we give deadlines to the assignments here?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Whenever we give some assignment, it will ask the date and time, a specific date and time we can put. And
okay,
at that particular date and time, that submission will be disabled.
Submission will be automatically disabled, no?
Yes, ma'am. That submit link will be disabled.
Okay, okay.
So whether so in every LMS it is available, Google Classroom or
yes, sir. Google Classroom it is available, but if student submit, student can submit, but they are getting the message that late submission. But student will be able to submit in that Google Classroom. He can submit.
Okay. In Moodle, they will not be able to submit. In other platforms, that link will be disabled.
Automatically. Oh, okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if student wants to join with code, sir.
Yes, ma'am. In Moodle, they will have to join via email notification or via Excel sheet that teacher will upload.
No, sir. If I just share this Edmodo, my Google Class code, then student has to first log in that Edmodo and then he has to join.
Yes, ma'am. In Edmodo, they will have to log in via Gmail and then they will join class via that code.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. And we can conduct quiz and everything like Google Classroom also.
Yes. Each and everything is available in same way.
Sir, just you have told that poll everywhere or Mentimeter. So if I just schedule poll there and I can share that link here, can I integrate Edmodo and that?
Yes, definitely that you can do. So one polling link can be generated from any external portal and that can be used here. Simply copy and paste.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Okay. So if you have any suggestion, if you have any point of discussion, you can unmute or you can write in chat.